Hey, Tina, how you doing, sis? How you doing, sis? How you doing, Dana? How you doing, sis? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, I said I already switched the time 10 minutes. I didn't want to switch it 10 minutes and be late. So I said, let me get up in here. Hold on 1 second. I know this was going to happen. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's just one of them days. It's a beautiful day outside, and Nino would rather bark at everything that comes by and walks past than use the bathroom. So I kind of knew if he go out right, but if you take him out right before I go live, I'm gonna end up having to get up myself. So it's just one of those things. Just one of those days. How y'all doing? How you doing? How is it going? I am. Let me tell you something. You know how they always say, check on your strong friends, and that applies to many, not just myself. And it's not even that somebody check on you. It's sometimes that in all of us, a lot of in your strength, you just keep a lot in for a while. And then some days just feel heavy. Like some days that's how I feel. And I think sometimes that's what helps to mess with my mental, is because you know, oh my goodness. But some days it's just like that. Some days you just mm, some days I'm just happy. And as we like get close to Mother's Day, it's many feelings I have for as a mother, for the mothers, like as a mother, I understand that, some of us, did the best we could do. Some of us did it to what I guess you would call mother perfection, I guess, if that exists. Um, and still at the end, it wasn't our outcomes or what we hoped and prayed and wished, and you still love them. So I know that's hard. I know there's mothers out here who, for Mother's Day, they'll go visit their children in the ground. So I always have those thoughts and emotions in my head. Every time I go by the cemetery, I think for everything in there, that's somebody's child. But were they older and their parents were already gone? Or were they, or were they young? I always wonder that. And then at Mother's Day, I always like, I don't know. Like I said all the time, Steve and Tina, how you doing? How you been? How you been? I always think like I know, like when we talk about ourselves, to me, the person that beats you up the worst is you. That's anybody. So if other people are beating you up with what you think already, it makes it just 60 times worse. I think as a parent, we always question yourself. What I could have did better, what I should have did. What I do. I feel like and that's a part of just being a better parent. That's why I think when you become a grandparent, you're even better because now you know what worked, what didn't work. You've grown, hopefully. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be different. I'm different in my teens than I was in my 20s, and in my 30s, I was different than I was in my 20s. In my 40s, I'm totally different than I was at any of those times. So I don't know, just with parents, and I think about that. I think about as a parent, with your sons and how you're doing all these things to protect them and to make sure they don't have to do this or go through this or have this problem, but yet still lots of them end up in the same places you didn't want them to go, doing the same things, following the same people. And I just know as a mother, all you're doing is hoping that they come out of it, praying that what you put in them was the right thing, and that's what they'll come back to and that's what they'll see and they'll be better. And this was just a part of their life that I guess had to make them better. Um, and then I think as a mother with daughters, and how you may have been harder on them because the thing we have in common is I was a woman in this world. And those were your biggest fears. I know it was mine. And then now I have granddaughters, and I think to myself, man, I wish I could have just enjoyed the glory of a woman, not just the struggles of a woman, not just the struggles of a black woman, not just those struggles, because sometimes the things we're trying to fight the most not to have people be a part of or ever feel ends up what we're doing. And I think of how as a woman sometimes we clash with our daughters too. We do. So when Mother's Day comes, I think about a lot. I think about the mothers who tortured children, and because of them, those are later people who I think of it all. I think of it all. But the greatest thing that makes me in all of that be able to have some kind of understanding is thinking of the honor I have to have my mother. I am honored that when God chose a family for me, He chose her. I'm grateful for that. Every up, down, good, bad, I am grateful. I am grateful. And I always tell myself, if I can look in my life and be this much of a mother to mine as she was, then I know I was winning. I know I was winning. And I know she's not the only queen. So the honor I have for that queen makes me honor the queens. It makes me honor the women. I mean, all of them. Every woman that raised a child. And then even when I think about people when they adopt children, I think, what an even bigger blessing for you. Here is somebody for because right now, fellas, this is not to leave y'all. I'll get to y'all. This is in the honor of prepping for Mother's Day. Um, but even to that, I just say, how beautiful is that? How beautiful, and the love is no different. Unless somebody's telling you, I've not been around, or unless they have a different race. There's no, hold on one second, y'all. But yeah, how beautiful is that? Because the thing is, unless the children are of a different race, I don't think to myself, is that kid adopted? Just seems like the love seems adopted love. Because that'd be like, it looks like stepfather love. I've seen families out and they've been happy or been a family or acting like a family acts, and I didn't think, is that a stepfather? Is that stepfather love? Is that stepmommy love? That love seems a little stepmommy-ish, unless it's in a bad way. But so it's a blessing to me when I think of that. When I think of the aunties that stepped up because maybe they sister wasn't doing it. She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. It wasn't a part of her. And they raised those children, and they look, and they still raise them. Here's an example: Kenya Moore. When Kenya Moore came on about her mother, one, I could tell from the gate the first time I heard the story that something was also going on with her mother. You know what I mean? And it's also a different time. Kenya Moore is beautiful, but Kenya Moore is what, 60, 58, 57. I mean, Kenya Moore, no, she's not that old. Kenya Moore is not a spring chicken. So it's not, just like I'm not a spring chicken. So, but Kenya Moore, I knew something had to be going on. But her auntie, her auntie. And that's why I understood, like, even when her auntie was getting upset with Kenya Moore, like, because at the end we've done everything we could because she couldn't. So even if what you wanted, you couldn't have got. So it's so many mother figures out here, like really being their sisters. Like I said, it's aunties stepping up. It's friends. Sometimes your friends, they done stepped up. They done been there. So I do. I salute the mother. I salute the mother figures. I salute them. I know it's hard. You talk about heavy as the ground. Because you the bad guy, the good guy. You the reason. You the why. You the everything. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I had my kids young. And all you people think is going to be a failure. You this, you're that, you're all the things, the stereotypes we put on people out there. Because we decided that's what it meant. It's not always the story. It's not always the story. So, like I said, I get it close to Mother's Day, and I kind of get in my feelings sometimes. I do. I really do. I really do. But the greatest gift of anything I've ever got in my life, and that's the truth, is my children. Had I wouldn't be here today with this mindset or the thought to even change or be better had I never had a child. I wouldn't even made it there. And I'm grateful to even see that. You know, it's all a process. JC Bear! Oh, JC Bear, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, from Cancun. Tell us more. Oh, yes, rest and relax. Oh, sounds like fun. A trip to Cancun. Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to go to my doctor's appointment next week so I can start going somewhere. Because if I can't go back and do the work yet, if I can't, I gotta be able. I could do this every day, no matter what I'm doing. I gotta move around. I got to move around. I have to. It does sound fun. It does. But yeah, like I said, I salute the mothers. I do. Even when I think about all of us, when I think about building relationships with people and loving them, when they tell me about their parents, what I think is, wow, I'm grateful for them because had it been them, it would be on you. Like I truly think about that. I really do. So I do. I salute the mothers. I do every day, and that's why I say I try my best not to. What I'm never gonna do is say, "Oh, girl, Tina, if you did it like this, girl, you'd be a better mother." You know what? If Dana, if you did it like this, girl, your kids would be. I'm never gonna be that mother. But honey, if you come and dump them out like a blanket over the balcony, honey, with a blanket over their face, talking about you don't want to see them, but you want me to see you dangling them over a balcony. Oh, honey, we gonna talk about it. We go. Why wouldn't we talk about it? Why didn't we talk about blanket? Blanket, what? Damn near 20 now. I was blanket 16, 17. I mean, and I still picture them dangling over that doggone. That's all the story. Was that blanket he was even dangling? Mm. If it wasn't, he's gonna be scarred with me thinking it was because his name is Blanket. So, like I said, if stuff like that is happening, yes, yes. But was I gonna talk about them kids? No, no, no. I wasn't. I am still honoring them as Jacksons because they will always be Jacksons. But he was dangling them over the balcony with the blanket and the rest had on. But didn't one have on like an Incredible Hulk mask? And I was like, why don't you just leave him inside? You know the best way to get him unseen? You know? I thought the mask was cute. I used to love that Sarah Jessica Parker's son used to come out. Her and Matthew Broderick's son used to always come out. He had on a Spider-Man mask all the time. He'd have on a full Spider-Man suit. I was just waiting for him to web them out. I loved them. I love the kids. But like I said, if you dangle them, you know what I mean? You made them food, not me. I didn't make them food. I didn't. And I'm still being nice. I'm still being nice because I love the kids. I love the kids more than the adults. I'm shooting for the generation. I'm shooting for the. Cause that's where the change is gonna come. Because most of these adults, the older you get, it's just like a man. No disrespect, fellas, because I love the kings. I love the men. I do. I do. I do. I do. Because I also know without them, there'd be no us in too. We need us both to come together to do this. So, um, mm, I was gonna say something about the day to the men. And I completely forgot because I wanted to make sure I wasn't just. That's the one thing about YouTube, y'all. I swear you be on here so busy putting out disclaimers, honey. Because if you don't, somebody is definitely gonna dot that I for you. You're like, oh, no, 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 no. She meant when she said the fellas. Oh my god, Jesus. Oh, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I'm very clever, not that clever. Lisa, how you doing? How's your Tuesday going? Who's eating tacos today? Cause actually, last night my son made steak tacos, so I know I'm not doing tacos today. Cause he made steak tacos last night, and I had made tacos the other day, so I'm like, I'm probably not doing tacos. I was thinking about, I don't know, maybe salmon. I don't know, salmon, or I might go simple and toss a pizza up. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know, but I'm really thinking salmon. I'm really thinking salmon. Yeah, but I just end up eating. That's why I changed the live because I had made something to eat. And as soon as it was done, I sat down. I'm like, I don't want to scarf my food down. And then I don't want to put my food to the side and wait. I'm like, no, I'm just going to go ahead and eat. We have to speak at each other. I try my best because I swear sometimes when I think I'm seeing the chat and I'm keeping up, when I watch it on replay, I'm like, you weren't keeping up at all. Like you missed the line. And not even bad stuff, you just missed the line. You missed the line. But yeah. Oh, I just made some sausage and jasmine rice earlier. That was it. Hmm. That's what I just had right now. And but I had told myself, I said, well, because sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm like, well, usually in the evening. Like sometimes I'll be about to eat. I say, well, you know what? You're about to go live. Just go ahead and go live. Then when I get done going live, I'm like, I am starving. I am starving. And I really don't, I don't like to reheat stuff, but I don't like to eat cold food. So it's only certain things can be ate cold. Here's some examples for me. This doesn't mean everybody agrees. Black, how you doing, sis? Not to say everybody agrees, but cold pizza, especially if you were on a night after drinking cold pizza. Now, when I say cold pizza, I definitely ain't talking about out the refrigerator cold. I'm talking about it was sitting on the counter and you didn't refrigerate it and it was still in the box and you opened it up and started eating pizza as if it was just delivered at the door. Like, I've done that before. I've been at a party. They had a pan of chicken wings. You chilling and stuff. You go back to get some more. Like, them wings was good. You grab a couple. Now I'm eating them cold. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't heat up nothing. Just John King. Welcome to the building. How you doing? Um, but yeah. So that's something I eat cold. But and let's say things are supposed to be cold. Coleslaw. You know, people argue with me about this one. I like potato salad cold. And people be like, I like it warm. I don't like warm potato salad. I don't like warm. I don't like warm potato salad at all. I don't. I don't. I don't. Let's see. Who eat warm potato salad? Who eat cold potato salad? I need to know. I need to know. Oh, you were sick? I'm glad you well. I'm glad you home and you well. Sending love, sis. Mm. How's nephew? You like cold? Okay, okay. Okay, cold, cold. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Both for you, Black? Okay. Yeah. My family like it where when my mama just got finished making it up, like it's definitely the last, so everything is ready. We last mixing it so it's warm and I'm like, man, I want can't wait for it later when it's cold, like tomorrow. That's when I mean you'd love it the most tomorrow. Cause sometimes I like a cold hot balance. Like here goes something y'all gonna say is nasty. If I got a good coleslaw I like, and I got some like I call it barbecue spaghetti. Barbecue spaghetti just means either somebody put some sandwich up in it, some barbecue sauce in it, they done heat it up, throw some cheese in it. Some people do that. Or, but one of the most important things about barbecue spaghettis, they didn't just break the noodles in half. Okay, no, it's not long noodles. Because we ain't got time for slurpy derpy. When I'm eating fast into the barbecue, I got a little bit on my plate, So we done broke it into like three. Okay. If I got me some good barbecue spaghetti, I got some coleslaw. They get mixed together. Oh baby, it's a hot cold that I like. I'm weird, all right, with my food. Don't judge me. My Jean says, how you doing? Yes, yes. Don't forget hit that crown. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, I don't know. Some things I like. Like I like macaroni salad, and a lot of people don't like that. I like macaroni salad. I like what is that? I didn't like it when I was young, but it has like cranberries. Damn, it's like a tuna. It might be tuna, but usually you'll get it in a wrap, but it'll have like craisins in it, and is that pecan? It's inside the like tuna. It's like craisins. Uh, is that walnut? But it's in it. Am I the only person that had one of them wraps? Is it a tuna wrap? They definitely have them at Whole Foods. Ooh, three cheese macaroni. Yeah, I love cheese, especially when it comes to mac and cheese. I love a good cheesy, creamy mac and cheese. One day, my sister, my Bessie, um, she made this. We was out in Georgia, and she made this. Now, my bestie, my bestie out here, my sister out here. Oh, she make a fire ass mac since we was shorty. Her mac fire. She make a fire ass mac. She makes some fire ass greens too. Super fire. And she make a monster choli. Ooh, oh, no. I might have to call and see what she making. Like, what she making for dinner tonight? Call an invader. I'm going live with Heidi. I can go live from over there. Sure. What's that she making for dinner? Yeah, I'm gonna call her though for real. But no, she made this macaroni and cheese, and when we went, she was getting the ingredients. One of the things she grabbed was what is it called? Pimentos, little red things. What are they called? Piment. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Pimentos. I was thinking when she was doing it, she was cutting up some onions. I said, and she was, like sauteing it before she put it in. I thought, what in the heck is this gonna do? And I ain't never put onions in no doggone macaroni and cheese. Man, y'all, that macaroni and cheese was off the chain. Even I tell people, they say couldn't have been. It was off the chain. I'm telling you, it was delicious. It was delicious. And it was cream. Oh, it was good. It was good. Yeah, that's sweet in that little bit. It's a nut in there. It's either walnut. See, y'all gonna have me go up in the Whole Foods and see which one it is, because it's the one I get. But I think it is tuna. But it definitely has a nut in there. I think it's a walnut, and there's a craisin inside that tuna. It's fine though. But yeah, no, like I said, we getting close to Mother's Day, and I just can't help as a mother. Like I said, I go through so many emotions, y'all, so many. And then just as a mother yourself, just thinking about your whole time as a mother, and thinking about at points when like you were doing the best you could do, but when you look back at it, you just wish you could have been better, been more, been more present, been more, there. Everybody always thinks that if you're saying like I felt like I didn't do my best as a mother, you must have been abusive. You must have been neglecting your kids. It's not always that. It's not always that. Mm, but yeah, and like I said, the older we get, the more we see things just clearer. I see it clear. That's why even when we talk YouTube, like on here on YouTube, all the mothers come at each other by fighting in ways like that's the shit we fight against every day. The downfall of our kids, that's what we fight against every day from happening. No matter what your kids be getting on your last dang on nerves with their downfall. It's not what you want. That's your prayers, that's what you saying, but that's the first thing we gonna go. There's so much we can go on each other about. Say I ain't even gotta go there. Now we could state the obvious. If you on YouTube with me arguing with everybody else 4 to 5 hours a day during the day or during the night when you should be sleeping to prepare for your morning with your children, you ain't gotta tell me that you're not as present as you could be, because I can see that. I can see that. How you present? If you up all night, I don't care if you did it from the time your kid went to sleep. If you up all night getting drunk and acting fool on the internet, you're gonna need to sleep that off, right? How you do that if they got to get up in the morning? Yeah, you could do it, but then how you present? And if you get up and you're half sleepy or half tired, and the light's getting on every part of your nerves, and the sound of the noise they making get on your nerves, then how you present? That's the difference. And I still won't care until you caring about everybody else in that area, because then I still don't care. Hope you get it together. Who knows? If 20 years ago people was on the internet, who can't say who wouldn't have been filming what? Who wouldn't have been coming on and just giving us exactly what they do anyway? Oh, that's okay. That's okay, sis. And I know it's that after lunch, please. So go back busy for it. Slow down or the end of the day. F it, slow down. Yeah. And it's a difference because when you out of something, you can later look back at it and be like, man, back then I thought I was preparing y'all for something. You know what I mean? I used to tell my kids all the time the woes of the world and how the world was so screwed up and it was all these people. And these were true things going on. But you don't realize in what you thought you was protecting or making what you really making. Nino. Nee. So I mean, it's just different things. And at one point, that was the way you thought to protect. If you know how easily, we're not talking on here on YouTube, how easily everything can be. Just like right now, it's parents right now of young children. No, 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 no. You're not going to the mall. You not going. It's all that was around you. I can't say what my mindset would be if I had little kids, but I know where I'd be trying to keep them off of. This here thing right here. Man, you could play games. I'd let you do that, and that'd be to an extent. If I notice when you on them live ones you always fighting or acting a fool, then you can play, but you gonna stop talking with people. I don't care. We're gonna have to make a deal here somewhere. You know what I mean? I would, it would just be a limit. Oh, no, 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 you are not sitting on this phone all night. Because Lord knows what you're becoming a part of. So, because I was at a different place when they was younger. And overprotective would be a nice thing. Because it was like everybody was already waiting for you to fail. And really all you was thinking is I'm gonna fight to prove it, but at the same time I want none of the stuff that goes on with people to go on with them. But see, life is gonna be life. So you trying to do, man, it's just parenting. Everybody's story different. Everybody's story is totally different. You know what I'm saying? I had my first child 17 years old. So everybody's story is gonna be totally different. And I'm just saying that because I turned 17 the same year. You get what I'm saying? Because I was 16 and pregnant with no Dr. Drew. It's the same. When we think of communities before it was the internet, it's just how people do you. It's just like it's some girl in high school who one story gonna be the story that runs around for years and it just grabs new legs and arms and everything else. It's gonna be some kid who peed on himself in fifth grade or fourth grade, and they'll be in 12th grade where people still talking about it like it happened yet. This is the world we live in. So when I come on here and see all the stuff I see, I'm not surprised. Mhm. Yes. It is. And so sometimes it is. And sometimes there are parents who, you know what I mean, they were being hard to protect their kids, to keep them out of stuff. And then one day their kids went to it and thought, oh, I enjoyed it or I had fun. And it wasn't as bad as you said, and I didn't die, and it didn't happen like you said it would. And then they went into that life or they hung with them friends that you was trying to tell them they mean you no good. They think you just don't like the cool people. But you could see it, you could feel it. Because one thing I understand in being a parent, in having a love, and the reason I'm not gonna even just say it, this because you gave birth, because I got it for my nephews too. Like I feel them, like you know what I mean. But when it's your kids, once you raise and stuff, you can feel it when that person around. Like, oh, this person mean them no good. And I'm not gonna blame. It's like a fatal attraction. I'm not gonna say that they gonna be the reason my child gonna be something, but together, I can tell it ain't gonna be nothing good. I can see it. Like I can see it. It's big like a TV in my face. I can see it. Yeah, you have to. I mean, yeah, my grandma used to say, when you put the right foundation in somebody, they gonna go out and experience life for themselves or the way they want to. And all you can pray is that they make it back. You know what I mean? That they don't go too far that they can't come back. You know what I mean? Because it's that foundation though. That's all we can pray because you're gonna go out. They gonna go out there. They gonna try things. They gonna do things. They gonna hang with people you don't like. Shit, sometimes they gonna be the person somebody's kid parent is saying they don't like their kid around. They gonna make mistakes. They gonna make you mad. They gonna make you proud. They gonna make you cry. Happy and sad tears. And sometimes they gonna make you feel like, do they even see you? They gonna make you feel sometimes like you're the biggest enemy and you just don't understand and you against. I mean, welcome to parenting. And you know what don't never change? How much you love them. If you don't talk to them, you still love them. Your prayer is still the same. And if you see them every day, if they live in your home, you can't go to sleep till they come in. Because even if you go to sleep, it's sleeping where you can wake up to. I love to say it was perfect. I love, oh, it was perfect. The easiest job, the hardest job I ever worked. And just when I thought I was getting ready to retire, I realized there's no retirement. There's not. You don't retire from this one. Like, you literally work this one till you gone. Nevada. Hey, sis. I love me some Nirvana. Nirvana girl, you into that game, and I'm like, oh, I play video games, but that's one of the games like I just can't. I'd have been you. The one day I came in there, y'all were in there playing, and they were going, I guess, to the mission. I don't know if I don't know the game. They was going to the mission, and you had fell down, and then you had to jump out. I said that would have been me. That would have been me. But see, when I can't get the game, I end up getting so into it that I just be playing it by myself a lot, so I can first get it and then get into it, then I come back. Or I play with people like y'all be playing together that know I'm learning, and so they teaching me and they understand and that let me just get it. Yeah, but I love video games. Oh, me too. Always. And that's why I said, even when you think about it, I don't come on YouTube to tell nobody who to be. And I learned, like, man, sometimes you do be finding yourself watching too much of the book. I gotta go everywhere and get more into the thing, like, because there's so many people. Even like I just said, when see, Nirvana does a lot of stuff. She have her jam sessions where she kicking the bobo and she jamming. She jamming. And Nirvana got that spirit where I don't care who you are, she like family. That's what she sing like. She sing like that auntie, that cousin, your sister, your buddy, your girl that been your girl so long you call her your sister. Like she got that spirit and that energy. And she know nonsense at the same time. So that make it even better. But like I said, she gonna be jam session. She gonna be doing her cooking. And sometimes I wish I was her kid. She be cooking up a storm. She be cooking up a storm. And or she gonna be doing her Fortnite. So yeah, I love Miss Nirvana. So it's good to see you. See us talking, being a mother, mothers, the power of mothers. You know, the hard thing being a mother. The great, like I said, it's one of your greatest gifts in life. But boy, oh boy, man, that's what I tell people when them kids, babies, when they're young, enjoy those moments. Not saying a teenage moment's gonna be hard, but those the moments when I say you can control. It's like, remember when you could just take your kid and come in and be like, hey, we're gonna run and get some McDonald's. We'll run and get some McDonald's, and when we're done eating, we get a Sunday, come back watch a movie. Man, there'd be this look on their face that when you hit a red light, you just looked up in your rear view. You felt special, like did something so great. I'm just the simplest things, right? Like I remember that, and I remember not appreciating it. Like, 'cause I mean, they running around playing in McDonald's playland, having so much fun. You just think, you know what? We're gonna just skip by the park when we leave here. Literally, this simple stuff, and not realizing how precious that time was. How you could just be like, you know what? I get down on this ground and color with them. I'm gonna hang out because then they become teenagers, and you come sit down like, hey, I was thinking we could go stop by Chipotle, get something to eat, and anyway, you could bring me back a Taco Bell. You like, I kind of said we could go get a Chipotle bowl and eat it, and they kind of act like who eating Chipotle, like they eat it, but who eat in there? And you're like, okay. And then you're like, all right, I'll get it. I'll come back and then we'll just watch a movie. And they kind of like, that's not really a yes, but it's not a no, parents. It's not a no. So then you go get the Chipotle's. And they call you 2, 3 times while you out to remind you of some other stuff. Like, could you grab a Gatorade? Could you get a this? Did you get a that? What's that password again to the pay-per-view? You get the movie. And I said, we can come back and watch a movie. Then you come back with this Chipotle's and they'll tell you something like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Juki's or Bobby's to play the game." I just so they kind of get this moment, which you know, I don't know, just parents, I don't know. But I tell people enjoy them little moments when they still have recitals. You can go to it. Enjoy them moments when they actually want you before they go to bed to come talk to you. They not closing the door and living behind a room door and not realizing how as parents that kind of really hurt you. I understand now why parents at my age will say, "Don't have that door closed. You don't pay no bills around here. You got the door closed. Why you got that door closed? What you in there doing? What you hiding?" I had kids, they were teenagers, and they sat behind a closed door so much that they text you to talk to you. And you said, "It's this generation." Hmm. Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all go to the movies to see Guardians of the Galaxy. Great movie. Yes. Have a great one. Go enjoy. Have fun. Have fun, sis. Oh, and enjoy the fact you got off early, too. Enjoy. Yeah, that movie was great. I enjoyed it. Heidi, how you doing, sis? Yes. We on for tonight still? Talking some love after lockup. Y'all, I am so fighting myself from dyeing my hair. I told y'all I had to Beijing just to go back black to get the dye out my hair. But hunting, I just love a little color. And I love a lot of me, so hunting, sometimes I just say, wait a minute, I think I just want to color that. That's why I be putting colors in my hair. Like, Danny, because you're feeling like a color. If I sit and look at my own color too long, I want to color it. Don't judge me. Oh, I did everything but bring my charger in here with me. Oh. You got to grab the ones you can. You have to. And then you get older and they can do it. Like, when I get off this lab, I can easily, but I got to go to the laundromat. I have to go to the laundromat today. It's a must. I keep putting it off. I have to go to the laundromat. But I can go now and say to my grown sons, "Hey, y'all want to watch a movie?" They go, "Yeah." Oh yeah, the utmost. I remember once taking a joystick. Like y'all at night aren't doing this because I woke up one night and it was like 3 in the morning and I heard like you can see the little light from the TV. I said, "What is it doing? Watching TV." I go in there, they fully. Y'all, when I tell you, I took a joystick. These kids, they work together. They got a joystick for their friends. I said, "But your friend got an extra joystick. If you can do this." Mhm. Mhm. Oh yes, JC said he just came from Cancun. Heidi was just in Cancun. No, you weren't. You were in Puerto Rico. Hmm. Ooh, that just sounds like a good time all by yourself. Heidi a mess. But yeah, I've actually never been to Cancun. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I was just telling my mama that we gonna get up in June. Like I said, but I need to get out here to Georgia. I have to get to Dallas this year. So my eye is done. But like I said, I got a doctor's appointment next week. After that, I can start getting some clearance because as long as it's in between appointments, that's why I didn't want to even try to go this week because then I'd be having to rush back for the doctor's appointment. But if I go next week, I can see what the appointments are. Then I can start. Now I'm now I wanna know. Mm. Mm. Yeah, like I said, I never been to Puerto Rico. I never been to Puerto Rico. I never been to Cancun. Um, I never been to. But like these days, I don't know. I probably still would do Cancun. I definitely still do Puerto Rico. Now, yeah, I do Puerto Rico. I still do Puerto Rico. I think right now, like I've never had a time I would said I wouldn't do Canada. I'd do Canada for sure. Trying to think where else would I really be willing to go right now. I don't know, but I gotta start getting this a passport. Like I told y'all, I just started flying. That's why people are like, you don't have your passport. Like, trust me, everybody I know that fly got passports, and they, you know what I'm saying, they got passports. But no, I don't because Danny did not even start flying until she was like 36 years old. No, I'm 43. Do the math. But also take a trip and look at how many, how many flights I took out because I'd be on it now. Skirt. I told you I will come into your town for an event and leave that day. I use a flight like a car. Like, oh wait, let me get a ride. People like, let me get a. But they'll be like, yeah, I'm having this thing and I'm gonna do this scuba and I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to stay the night. No. I see what you said. Do you want me to answer the phone and say, no? Did she pause and let it ring one more time? But said, okay. Oh, jeez. But yeah, no. Mm, mm, okay. Mm, okay. So you did go to the castle. Okay. The last time you went, not on this last trip. Okay. Yeah, like I said, my sister's been and I look, when I didn't fly, I used to be like my sister is my fly hero. Like my sister getting ready now, not this year, I think. But going to Africa, but like my sister, please, please. They done hit it. They done hit it. Costa Rica, like my sister done hit it. Like that passport. Yeah, she done hit it though, for real. She done hit it. Like you are my flying. She done took cruise. You are my because the cruise I didn't have a problem. I kid y'all not. I tell people I do the cruise because first of all, I have to. I get motion sick if I'm in your car and we doing a stop, go, stop, stop. I'm gonna get motion sick if I'm in the mid, I'm gonna get motion sick. I get motion sickness. So if I'm on, I know if I'm on a boat and that I'm gonna have to be taking my Dramamine. Just like when I get on a plane, I have to take Dramamine. That's a must. I'm always gonna have it. I can go get it to you where I can show you. I got it in kid forms where it's Dramamine strips. I use that when I'm in people's car and I get sick. I always carry that around in my pouch. But when I get on the plane, I actually take the Dramamine pills. Yep, yep. But I tell people I take the cruise with you. I do a cruise. I do a cruise. But you always gotta have some old wait, we still flying to get to the oh no, I'm not doing all that. Because I didn't used to mess with planes at all. But here's the thing. In not messing with planes, I tell you again, I had been without messing with planes, I still took trains. I didn't mess with buses like that, but I took trains and cars. But I had still been to Florida, Washington, California, um, Wyoming, uh, Nebraska, Tennessee, Louisiana, uh, Ohio. I'm just thinking because that's what I'm telling you. I still had. It's not like I wasn't going places. It's not like I was one of the people I never been in that state. I never. It was just some places I hadn't been to, like Vegas, because once again I didn't start flying till 36. So all my people they had all been, all the trips. Like I said, one time they was down there All Star Weekend in All Star Weekend. I'm telling you, like I was like, and I was kind of glad I didn't go because that was the year my grandma had a stroke during the All Star Weekend. So, but yeah, no, just didn't used to do planes at all. So when people tell me like, Danny, I can't fly, I never knock them because I was that person. And I went from not flying to please, please. Where I'll fly from one state to the next state, then come home. Like, I know I fly. And I don't. I haven't all my flights. I've been on Spirit one time. It was my very first flight from Atlanta to Houston. Flew in, landed at old George Washington, George Bush. Landed. That's why I like landing when I end up going to Houston. They say there's another airport. I'm like, it is. It is. But now Dallas, I've been to Dallas twice, and I still ain't seen y'all big airport. I got to get out there to Dallas big airport, shit, because that little one I can't stand. That's the one I was sitting up in there the day I flew into Dallas for 6 hours. I was sitting up in that doggone airport for 6 hours because I had a delay. But yeah, I'm spiriting them now. But I just had that Frontier ticket because it was so cheap to fly into Georgia, for my godson's wedding. And y'all see what happened with that? I had to buy a whole nother ticket at the airport that night. And they was already trying to fly me to Orlando. Y'all was flying me past Georgia, flying me to damn Orlando. Then I had to do a 6-hour layover in Orlando. I wasn't tripping because I was like, well, that give me 6 in Orlando. But Florida is a state I've been to several times. I've just never been to Florida as an adult to kick it. So that's why I said I'm gonna go out there because I definitely got to do Universal as an adult kicking it. You know, you do. I love that airport. I love big airports. I fly in the Los Angeles. You know I'm flying in LAX. You know it. Like I definitely want to fly into LaGuardia because see, I like to fly into them. I gotta fly into JFK just because I love JFK. Okay. Um, I let me tell you something. In all my flights, I've flown out of Midway. If you ever been to Chicago, we got Midway and O'Hare. I can't stand Midway. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand Midway. Boo. Boo. But now my O'Hare. Now people like I can't stand O'Hare. It's so big. I love O'Hare. I love O'Hare. I fly into O'Hare. I like flying into your big airport. I flew into Virginia. Man, I flew into Virginia. The airport was so small. I came outside and I'm like, I've been in bigger department stores. The Nordstroms I worked at was bigger than that airport. Now, of course, the tracks and stuff were long enough for planes, but I'm talking about the size of the airport. Uh, like, you ever, I didn't feel like I flew in. I didn't. I came into LAX. I stopped in front of the sign. Walked outside, seen a bus, tried to get to Chicago, and was like, I'm gonna jump on a bus trying to get close to Venice. They was like, girl. like, well, you just take me to one point. I'm just... Anyway, it took me to one point, and I just ended up taking an Uber. But that's a whole nother story. But nah, I like big airports. Norfolk, yep. That tiny little that airport. Do you know Heidi? That little bitty airport. What else? What other airport? I flew into no, that airport in when I flew into Vegas was big. I was good with that. It was huge. It was huge. When I was flying out of there, man, I was kicking. I was on the phone with Terry Lynn, sitting in this little bar. I was just talking on the phone, talking to the boss, talking to my auntie, walking around, stuff. That thing was huge. Denver's airport is spooky. I think Denver is beautiful. I never been to Denver. I think Denver is beautiful. I think Colorado is beautiful to tell you the truth. Can't say I want to live there, but I definitely want to visit. Yeah, I haven't been since 2018. But I told you I stayed right on the other side of Venice, at that same beach that Hell's Kitchen took them people to, that same hotel, and it's right there. It's on the other side by the what's it called, Marina. They got that little man-made lake they got right there. It's a hotel, then like a building. And so on the other side, you could walk over to Venice. You know what I mean? I stayed right there last time I was in LA, 2018. That's the last time I've been to my shitting. It'll always be LA love for me, baby. It birthed me. Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, that airport's too tiny for me. Mm-mm. I was standing outside just looking at it like, that's the airport? And I'm not gonna lie, like when I fly into a place, I like to look, you know what I'm saying? Look at what you look like as I'm getting close. So like when I flew into Vegas, hold on one second, y'all. Sis, what's happening? Yeah, I'm at the crib. All right. No, in 3 minutes I'm gonna have to run outside real quick. But when I fly in, I like to look. So, when you flying in, to LAX and you look, you see lots of stuff. You know what I mean? Like I can see homes, buildings, property, all this kind of stuff. When I flew into Virginia, it just looked like all I saw was like nothing. Like it was weird, like flying in. When I flew into Vegas, I seen all that desert. All I thought about was bodies. Like it's no way that all of this has been searched. But that's all I thought. I'm sorry, y'all. Say what you want to say. When I fly into Chicago and I'm coming in, man, as you getting close and you can see that skyline, you coming in no matter from where, I can see that thing. I can see that. I see it. I say, oh, baby, I love to see it's coming down on my city. Like it coming down on your place. I love anybody's. Let's see, when where else did I fly into where I was looking and thinking? Georgia, when I fly into Georgia, it's kind of that same thing because it had these almost woody, naked, like when you're going over it. You know what I'm talking about? When y'all coming down, so you can see it. You can see the land. You can see the the trees. You can see it. You can just see the place. Like I said, when you're coming in over Virginia, man, it just look to me. Virginia should be a place that is just I don't know. I don't know. I just and I don't know. It should be in wealth to me or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like when I went there, I didn't even realize I went out there, and I was coming out there to speak and everything. But I didn't even realize that they had historical black colleges. They had a whole district. I'm up in here and I'm just thinking like, but then I'm going around and the people seem like they 20 years behind. Like for real, that's how I felt. And that's not a no diss. Like that's not, I just feel like it, I don't know. And then like you go on where I was at, you come a stretch, I'm walking to this McDonald's, there's a whole McDonald's here, there's a like a Jiffy Lube or something like that, then there's a gas station, right? But then on the other side of the street, there's absolutely none. Then I'm like, well, people live everywhere, so if there's no business, I don't know. Just, let me hold on. Yeah, outside. Yeah, outside. Here I come. Sorry, my girl lived around the corner. I told her I would give it a humidifier. Oh man. And I knew, which I'm like, well, she pulling up. I might as well just run it outside. But yeah. Oh yeah, LAX, yeah. To me, the best airport I've been to so far is LAX, man. Man, like you go to O'Hare, they got Gucci store, a Mac store, they got all that. Apple store, got great restaurants up in there. But see, O'Hare needs to have some activities in case I stay overnight, but they don't have all that. But anyway, like everybody be on like I never been to Mall of America. I've been to two of Florida's big ass malls. And but one of the best malls I went to was just in Georgia. I went to a mall in Georgia. When I tell y'all this is the best mall for adults, they had tattoo shops. This is where I got my beads. These same beads I still got around, these African beads I got. That's where I got them from. They had that app. They had an African shop. They had beauty shops. They had, how you have like a kiosk in the middle. They had like quick beauty shops if you wanted to come up in there. And I'm like, you get your hair washed, dry. They was doing sew-ins, whatever. Cuts, blondes, anybody. It don't matter. They had that in there. They had a Dave and Buster's. They had a what's that one called? You know the one, the Cafe Forge. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They had that in there. A skating rink, a movie theater. Skating rink, a movie theater. They had neon golf, where it's dark in the place and all you can see is the putts. To play for miniature golf. They had that. They had when I can't stop. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to stop telling y'all all the stuff that was in this mall. I was like, oh, this is an adult heaven. You could come up in here and spend $1,000 easy, and you ain't bought no clothes. And they sold clothes, and they had Foot Lockers and stuff, and all that other stuff you looking for. I'm like, they got anything. They had a place in there that was like a Chuck E. Cheese for kids, just like a little arcade, just all that kind of stuff. I said, I love this place. You could literally come here and be like, okay, y'all gonna be in the game room? I'm going to get a mani patty. They had a spa in there in Georgia. In Georgia. Mm. Now, I bet the view coming into Dubai. Now, Dubai is one of them places I definitely have to go to. Dubai, and a lot of people always wonder why I want to go to Ireland. I do. I think the best part about me wanting to go to Ireland is I really just want to come with the flyover to see it. See all that green, to see like that's what I want to see more than anything. I think because I think Ireland just looks beautiful. Boston, I've never been. I'd love to go to Boston. Yeah, when I hit like that New York area, it's a lot of things just east I want to go or north, whatever they call it. Who cares? I'm going to all of them. I was telling my friend I want to do that Salem witch thing. Like I want to go around Halloween and check that out. Go see the stories. I heard it. They really be living it up, showing it, reenacting it, walking down the street like it's us. And I want to see that because I didn't know that was real. Like it all. Hmm. Oh, Boston is a scary landing though. What does Boston look like flying in? Like this open land, because some places you come in, you see a lot of water as you getting ready to land. There's water. That's one of the beautiful things when you go any place where the ocean is, because right when you get it, for one point, you just look down, all you can see is the water. All you can see is the water. It's funny. I went from hating planes to loving to be at the window, loving to look out the window and being in the clouds, loving to look down and see the as we coming toward the land. And what I don't like to watch is like the last 40, 50 feet to the ground because it almost looked like we about to, and then we look like we going so damn fast. I'd be like, whoa, I can't completely see what's in front of you, so I don't know. Oh, just I don't like that part. So that I don't like to look at. I close the window. I seen this. But as we man, the moment that plane start going down, I'm watching. Hmm. Okay, it's water. That's what you see is water. I love when you can see water going down. I do. I love when you now some places when you see them, you can tell they packed because just all you see is stuff because it's just everything's packed. That's what I envision New York looking like as you're flying down. Is it just looking packed? Like everything on top of each other. That's what I expected looking like. Just everything, not literally. Y'all know what I mean? Just it's packed with stuff everywhere. Everywhere you could build, they building. So like every time I go to Georgia, they're building more. So it's less of that. It's more, where it was all these trees. He was coming in. It was all this. You know what I mean? And then now it's 10 acres less, 20 acres less, 30 acres less, 100 acres less. Because they just building, building, building. And soon you don't come there, it's gonna look all you see is lights, it's gonna look like it's all on top of each other. It's just something everywhere. Hmm. Like I said, I like most places. Even with Virginia, I just like looking at the place when I'm coming in because you really see. Because even though you land right here, as you getting ready to come in, you really seeing the whole city. As you going down, you seeing the whole city because you still moving and going down. So yeah, and I just look. Hmm. But yeah, but I can tell people I try not to talk too highly of my plane rides because when people talk about the bad turbulence, I've had turbulence. I just had it for the first time coming in from Vegas. We had some turbulence, and I was like, I never have it like that. But some people have told me they've had it where it was just it's scary almost. I'm like, that I don't want to get. Siri telling me about turbulence now, y'all. But yeah, like I said, oof, but I still want to get on plane sometime soon. Next couple of weeks. Sorry, I'm trying to go back to my chat so I can stop trying to read it off the screen. But yeah, like I said, anybody got any plans? Like Tina's going to see the Guardians of the Galaxy. Great movie, great. Anybody else got any plans? Like I said today, I need to be going to the laundromat. That's what I need to do. Um, and like in a smart sense, I should probably be doing it as soon as I get off this live. That's what I should probably be doing. But I probably will end up putting off yet another day. Look, yet another day, another day. Bear hugs. Thank you for coming in, JC Bear. Oh, it's so good to see you. Have a great one. I love me some JC Bear. I need some JC Bear food, pictures, reviews in my life. Oh, how I miss you, JC Bear. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting ready to jet myself because I need to do that. I need to go to the laundromat. That's what I need to do. But I'm literally playing my days by ear. Like I said, I know I'm going live tonight with Hayden. Other than that, I don't have any solid plan for the day. I don't have any solid plans for the day. Each day, I don't even try to make plans for the next day because I never know how it's going to be. I woke up this morning, and when I first opened my eye was just blurry. It was just super blurry. So then I closed it. Then I went to open it again. It was still blurry. So then I just closed both my eyes for another 20 minutes. Didn't go to sleep. I just turned on, what did I turn on? I actually turned on an episode of South Beach Towing. I turned that on and I listened to it. I just listened to the episode. When it went off, I opened my eyes again and it was blurry at first, but then just like focused in. Like it went from blurry to it focused in. So what I realized was it was just taking a minute to settle. So every time I opened my eyes, it just had to settle. So it'd be like blurry and then it go from blurry to, and it was in this eye, but it made this eye feel, ugh. So I woke up like that. So then I just laid around. And so I laid around till like 10:30 because when I got up, it kept doing that. Every time I looked at something or the light didn't change. So like if I walked in the room and the light was on, then I walked in the room and the light was off, then I walked in the room and the sun was coming through. My eye just kept going blurry, then focusing, going blurry, and then, So it did that probably till about 12 o'clock. So, but hey, like I said, I've managed to sit here this whole time without my sunglasses on. They're right here next to me, but so my eye is actually doing good today. But every time I change the setting of the light, so I went outside to take Nino out, and when I first came out, the shade of the building, the back of my building, the shade of it was one thing. Then when I walked out to take him out, even with my sunglasses on, once again, I went blurry, and then I could see. I don't like that. And so, I'm just gonna wait and stay in one doggone light setting. You know what? I am really, really, uh, I'm really trying to go to Niagara Falls. I don't even care if I go via going to Buffalo and then riding that little 45-minute bus on over, or if I go straight into, you know what I'm saying. But I really want to. Did I say Amsterdam? Not Amsterdam. I used to want to go to Amsterdam. I think I'm too old to do the Amsterdam experience now. But the Niagara Falls. So I don't know how close you are to that, but I definitely want to go to that. Mm-mm-mm. But if you ever in Chicago, definitely, and I'm gonna take you to get good food of any kind, and good food from in these little hoods. And when I say the hoods, It could be in a little neighborhood. It could be just a little restaurants. Is what I mean. Hmm. Yes, JC Bear. I would love that. But yeah. Um. Yeah, like I said, so today I know I won't be going in and out because, like I said, every time I go out, like even when I just ran out to her car to take her that, as soon as you go outside, and I ran out and left my sunglasses right here. So when I ran out, I had to stop when I came out, cover my eyes, let them focus in. And that's what she asked me, why are you outside without your sunglasses? I'm like, I just ran out the door. But yeah, the light. So I just came. So right now, all through my house, instead of right here where I had this light on, outside, if you turn it on the TV, turn these lights off. So I'm keeping it at this is the lighting I'm sitting in. See how that natural light coming in? This the lighting I'm saying in. Because my eyes are completely focused to that. So like I said, but my eyes are completely focused to that. And they focus to this because I've been sitting in it talking to you all for over an hour. But yeah. So yes, Maria, how you doing? And but yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna try to stay today in the same light. Now at night, it's easier for me because it's night. And then I just worry about people's headlights or something like that. But for right now, Danny won't be doing too much moving because my eyes are doing too much adjusting today. So it keeps. I mean, then it feels like you have two different visions. So I feel like I'm seeing crystal clear over here, and then over here it's going in and out. Then I can see clear. So it's annoying. It's giving me a headache thinking about this. Like, ugh. So yeah, so that's what I'm about to do until tonight. But other than that, y'all, I'm just chilling. I can't sing. What else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my day one step at a time. I was thinking about maybe cleaning my Crocs. Really, honestly, I was thinking of doing that. I need to go to the laundry, man. So let me get out of here because I think I need to go ahead and just go to this laundry and get it out doing. It's not even that serious. I just don't want to go outside into the light. That's really one of the reasons I don't want to go today. It's because I just, oh, I hate that. Because then when you cross in the street, I just don't like that feeling. I'd rather go at night. Y'all know I don't go to that laundromat at night. I'm going to figure it out. I'm gonna, I'm gonna figure it out. But yes, until I see you all later or tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you, Miles, for being here. And Tina, enjoy that movie. I'm telling y'all, if y'all like them kind of movies, go see Guardians of the Galaxy. I love them. I love all of them, but this one was real good. Real. It was so good. I want to see it again. I'm like, can they hurry and put it on Amazon? Can we buy it already? I want to buy it like tomorrow. It was good. It was good. But yeah, but everybody have a good one, and I'll see you later. Later. Oh, gifted man.